In this experiment, we are going to measure the coefficient of viscosity of the castor oil. Castor oil is one of the highly viscous liquid which is commonly available one. Here, the following apparatus are required to perform this experiment. A long cylindrical tube of length 1 meter in which the castor oil must be filled up. Two markings are made in the long cylindrical tube. One marking is made at 50th centimeter, another marking is made at 20th centimeter. The in-between distance is 30 centimeter. Here, with the help of the stop clock, we have to find out the time taken by the lead shot to travel the distance of 30 centimeter. And then, lead shots of similar diameter must be taken to perform this experiment. Stop clock to be used to measure the time taken by the lead shot to travel this 30 centimeter gap between 50 centimeter and 20 centimeter. Now I am going to drop the first lead shot. Now we are going to calculate the time taken by the lead shot to travel this 30 centimeter distance. After dropping the lead shot, you have to be ready to switch on the clock. Okay. Now I am going to drop the first lead shot in the tube. Within the tube, castor oil is there. Look at that. When the lead shot crosses the first marking, we have to switch on the clock. When it crosses the second one, we have to switch off. Now the time taken is, note down the reading. The reading is 4.5 seconds. Now I have taken the first reading. Okay. Now I am going to take the second reading. I am going to drop the second lead shot in the tube. Look at the reading. Now you should be ready to switch on the clock. When it crosses the first marking, you have to switch on the clock. Now the lead shot coming down, it crosses the first marking. Now it crosses the second marking. Again the reading is, time taken is 4.5 seconds. Okay. Now I am going to take the third reading. I am going to drop the third lead shot in the Stokes tube. Set the clock to 0. I am going to drop the third lead shot. It is descending down. It is crossing, switched on. It crosses the second marking, switch it off. Again the time taken is 4.5 seconds. Now I am going to take the fourth reading. I am going to drop the fourth lead shot in the tube. I have dropped the lead shot within the tube. When it crosses the first marking, I have to switch on the clock. Now it crosses the second marking. Again the time taken is 4.5 seconds. Totally I have taken 4 readings. By using this, you have to calculate the terminal velocity of the lead shot. Already we have taken the time taken to travel the distance of 30 centimeter by the lead shot. Totally we have taken 4 readings. Each time the lead shots, they were dropped into the castor oil and the time taken was measured. So all the 4 readings are tabulated in the tabular column. So this is the column in which you could see the distance traveled by the lead shot. In each case, it travels a distance of 30 centimeter, that is equal to 0.3 meter. Each time it covers that 30 centimeter distance in 4.5 seconds. Okay, so therefrom we have calculated the terminal velocity. The terminal velocity value is V is equal to distance traveled divided by time taken is the formula. Substitute the value 0.3 meter divided by 4.5 seconds. So in each case you are getting the value as 0.066 meter per second. So add all the values, you will get the answer as 0.264, that is to be divided by number of reading 4. So finally the terminal velocity value will be 0.066 meter per second. This terminal velocity value to be substituted in the main formula to calculate the coefficient of viscosity of castor oil. Okay. Before going to start the calculation, we have to find out the diameter of the spherical ball, that is lead shot. The lead shot's diameter must be found out with the help of screw gauge. Already I have found out the value of diameter of the lead shots. It comes around 2.6 millimeter. So therefore capital D diameter is equal to 2.6 into 10 to the power of minus 3 millimeter. Therefrom you have to calculate the radius of the metal ball, lead shot. Small r is equal to d by 2. Therefore 2.6 into 10 to the power of minus 3 divided by 2, that one gives you r value as 1.3 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. Density of the lead is spherical ball is mentioned as delta. Its value is 11,340 kg per meter cube. Density of lead is 11,340 kg per meter cube. Density of the castor oil, its value is taken as sigma. Its value is 960 kg per meter cube. So by knowing all the values, we have to substitute the value in the formula. Later only we are able to calculate the coefficient of viscosity of castor oil. Okay. Finally, we are going to calculate the coefficient of viscosity of the castor oil. The formula is eta is equal to 2r square rho minus sigma. It is written within the bracket g, acceleration due to gravity, divided by 9 into terminal velocity v. Substitute all the values. 2 into 1.3 into 10 to the power of minus 3 whole square. This is the radius of the lead shot. And then the lead shot density, castor oil density, both are substituted there, into 9.8 divided by 9 into terminal velocity was already calculated from the table, that is substituted here. Substitute all the value, calculate the values. Finally, you will get the answer as 578833 into 10 to the power of minus 6. After placing the decimal point, finally you will be getting the answer as eta is equal to 0.57. That could be approximately, that could be written as 0.6 Newton second meter power of minus 2. So this is the value of the castor oil's coefficient of viscosity. Okay. So the final answer is coefficient of viscosity of the castor oil is 0.6 Newton second meter power of minus 2. Here the purity of the castor oil, that one may differ from material to material. Okay. The castor oil purity, that one will determine the eta value. Okay.